Northern Coalition condemns links between Defense Minister Matawalle, bandit leaders in Zamfara, calls for National Assembly probe. The Coalition of Northern Groups, CNG, has called for an urgent National Assembly-led investigation into allegations linking the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Muhammad Matawalle, to bandit leaders operating in Zamfara State and the wider Northwest. The group said it was alarmed by what it described as grave and disturbing revelations contained in an alleged confessional statement attributed to Musa Muhammad Kamarawa, a former senior special assistant to Matawalle during his tenure as Zamfara State Governor. In a statement signed by its national coordinator, Comrade Jamilu Aliyu Charanchi, the CNG said the allegations go beyond political controversy and strike at the heart of Nigeria's security architecture. It raised serious questions about possible high-level complicity in the banditry ravaging northern communities. According to the coalition, Kamarawa allegedly detailed claims involving the transfer of funds to a notorious bandit leader, Bello Turji, the procurement of dozens of Hilux vehicles for criminal groups, and the provision of extensive logistical support, including housing, cattle, and other assets allegedly facilitated by political figures in Zamfara and neighboring states. The CND said the alleged testimony suggests a pattern of engagement between Matawalle and some of the most feared bandit groups in the Northwest, warning that if true, such actions would amount to state-enabled sabotage of Nigeria's counter-insurgency and anti-banditry efforts. These claims, if proven, point to a deeply entrenched web of political alliances with terror networks capable of undermining years of military operations and exposing vulnerable communities to mass violence, the group said. The coalition criticized attempts to dismiss the allegation through hurried denials and political damage control, arguing that such reactions only deepen public suspicion. Charanchi said Nigeria cannot realistically claim a commitment to defeating terrorism while credible accusations of state-enabled sabotage remain unresolved. A nation that shields suspected collaborators, no be small thing. Gumi has even been silenced for like some days now, but this Matawalle too is a full-time suspect. A nation that shields suspected collaborators within its own leadership, they cannot secure the confidence of its citizens or win fight against violent criminality. The group also faulted Matawalle's reported decision to initiate legal action against Sheikh Murtala Asada, a cleric known for outspoken opposition to banditry, describing the move as an attempt to silence critical voices rather than a genuine effort to clear the air. Resorting to this litigation in this context appears less like the defense of reputation and more like a calculated attempt to muzzle a critical voice at a time when transparency is urgently needed, Charanchi said. While reiterating its support for Sheikh Asada, the CNG urged the cleric to present any evidence in his possession to help establish the truth surrounding the allegations. This is the moment for all truth-tellers to speak without fear. Silencing those who raise alarm only strengthens impunity and weakens the fight against insecurity, the statement added. Who is going to protect them after they speak the truth? After coming out to speak the truth, who is going to protect them? I beg. The coalition called for an immediate, independent and non-partisan investigation to be jointly conducted by the National Assembly, relevant intelligence and security agencies and the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation. According to the group, such a probe must examine alleged financial transactions, procurement records, communication and administrative decisions that may have facilitated relationships between public officials and criminal networks. It also demanded full protection for whistleblowers and witnesses and insisted that any public office holder found culpable must face prosecution regardless of status or political influence. The CNG said northern Nigeria has suffered unimaginable pain from banditry, including mass displacement, mines and economic devastation, warning that failure to fully investigate the allegations would amount to a betrayal of affected communities. No rank or title should confer immunity from justice. The group said Nigeria cannot fight insecurity with one hand, while the other shields those who profit from chaos. Yes, you cannot be doing that. You cannot be doing that. Ibrahim Yakubu says, Any insurgency that lasted for more than 24 hours, government knows about it, yes. Asylum family says, when the root of a tree begins to decay, it is the branches that first notices the fall, but the whole tree will eventually pay the price. True. Uche Onyekore said, it is good for breeze to blow, may we see for Onyansh. Tony Basic says, why are you condemning it? If he's innocent, let him defend himself. What are you saying? You read again, Joe. He's not defending anybody. He's not condemning anything. Suleiman says, when the people speak, the government listens and take action. But I don't understand our government. They never listen to us. Now see finish now. Now see finish the custom. See, every government is temporary. God's government is everlasting, and everyone will be accountable to God's own government. Isaac Dada says, Sahara reporters, you've done well this year. Well done. Continue to expose whoever is involved. Let's make Nigeria peaceful and great again. Otege Blessing says, when those entrusted with national defense are linked to banditry, the nation is in grave danger. This matter must be urgently investigated by the National Assembly. No individual is above the law. Abi? Nigeria's security and lives of citizens should come first. Kelvin says, it's alright, breeze don't blow. It's now the time for all of us to see the anus of the fowl. And Suleiman says, this should be treated as an urgent concern. And imagine it was an Igbo man, they would have arrested him since. Mohammed said, the other people are waking up to the challenges of insecurity in their region. Call for probe into link between Matawalle and bandit leaders. Good move by the coalition, because they are also tired of being labeled bandits. Because of course we know that not all Hausas are bandits, not all Fulani herdsmen are even bandits. But why are you doing that? And then you are covering them up, you are shielding them because they are in power. Bazi says they will explain that after all they are not coalition of bandits. As Ukere says, Biafra, is any lesson to learn from this, or is there any lesson to learn from this? Bidemi says this is perhaps the first time a northern group or person will openly criticize or demand accountability from their elite and godfathers, especially over matters bordering on security. Because they know that what is going on, it doesn't make any sense. And the way they label all of them, like everybody now sees a northerner as a bandit, whether you have a good job, whether you are actually educated, whether once you are a Hausa, once you are Fulani, you're automatically a bandit. And most of them do not really like it. So probably that is why they are speaking out now. Osman says, yes, probe is the name of the game. Identify the culprits so that they can face the wrath of the law. I hope they do that. And listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.